All right, guys. Hey, what's up? It's your girl Kadlac. I was really just inside, like, editing my video, trying to get my vlog out. I edited it, but it's taking a million years to export. So as my computer is loading and reloading and doing the freaking most, like, I really need this computer in order and phone in order right now. I got me a little loaner phone from my auntie. Shots out. Yes, she came through. She was like, girl, borrow this phone, do what you gotta do. So yes, that is a blessing that I got a phone that I could ride out on right now. But yeah, so it's hot. I'm up in here trying to, I guess I need a little fresh air. Actually, there's a tropical storm out there. I don't know if it did upgrade to a hurricane, so you know it's kind of breezy outside. Nice time to go take a walk. Yes, I need to go take a walk, but my phone is dead, and I like to listen to, you know, watch other people's YouTube videos while I'm walking. So when my phone charges up, I'm definitely gonna get out and get some fresh air. But yeah, so while I'm up here trying to edit, I come across this video. My algorithm shows me this video, and I'm thinking that, you know, it's a regular prison wife video, and it's saying that prison wives are desperate and this and that. And I see this guy just going in on prison wives, and he's like, they're all ugly, they're bad body, they're this, they're that, and everything negative that you can think. And I'm like, for real, dude? Are you for real? Like, I don't, by me being a prison wife, I have to take it offensively, because that's just like when someone says black people are this, this, and this. Because I am black, I have to take it offensively. But what we do know is all black people are not the same. Black people are people. All people are not the same. So that also pertains to prison wives. Not all prison wives are the same. And it seems that what society does is actually only look at the bad things that prison wives may do. Probably a small percentage of them. Probably just a small percent, but then they're the spokesperson for all prison wives. Well, for me being a prison wife, that makes me existing, makes their assumptions false. Prison wives, and I'm gonna say prison wives because I am one, so not desperate at all. When I was dating, I had any man that I wanted, I could have him. Like, it was no thing. It was no thing. You know how we do when we trying to, when we got our eye on a man. That hair be top notch, them nails be done, hair, clothes all together, and this, and this. Because men are most times attracted to the outward appearance. So you're going to put more time into that outward appearance. And baby, when I was out there dating, any man that I wanted, I got. I mean, come on now. But the thing that came with it, I got a lot of bad men. Men that just were seeking, you know, sexual relationships. Men that wanted your money. They want you to take care of them. It was so much nonsense, because everybody's attracted to the outside. They look good, I look good, but they're not good for me. So I'm not with Marcello because I'm desperate. I am with Marcello because I love him, and I have never met another man in this world, free or unfree, because I did meet him while he was in prison. He was a free man. He was a good man that was working, that was trying to obtain his GED. He was trying to take care of his child. He was doing everything correct, when we also live in a society that is not fair and that does prey on communities that are less fortunate. Most of the crime, most of the people in prison, most times they come from those less fortunate areas. So if you really want to cut back on the crime, why not put resources into those communities? Well, they don't, because they're not trying to really cut back on crime. They need to have these prisons filled. They need to have these jails filled, because that is money. So of course, you're not going to prey on the people that have money, because money can get you out of your issues. You're going to prey on the people that are struggling and that are poor. So they don't have the money to get out of the issues. So, I mean, you already know that they're basically defenseless. So you're going to prey on the defenseless. So that's why more of our communities are in prison and in jail. And that is why more black people are in prison and in jail. It's not that black people are more criminal than other races. No, it's not. But we tend to have less money. This goes all the way back. There are reasons why our communities have less money, and it is by design. But that's a whole different different video, which doesn't have a lot to do with this, but that's just some backstory. So not desperate, never been desperate. I am very fine with being single, like for real, like most of my life, even before Marcello. I just rather be alone, because you don't have to deal with all the, the nonsense when you are by yourself. But when I met Marcello, we fell in love. He is the love of my life. We were trying to live together. We were trying to get our finances in order so we can get an apartment, this and that, so that we could raise our daughter and go ahead and live our best life. In the midst of it, he ends up being wrongfully convicted. And yes, there is a such thing as wrongful convictions. Marcello Jackson is a number one example of being wrongfully convicted. And the thing is, wrongful convictions are not mistakes. They're not mistakes. They do it on purpose, because they know that we don't have the money. All the things that you think are supposed to take place in a trial, they take them from you. People that should have been called to court, they refuse to call them. Cameras that we asked to be pulled to prove a person's location, they said, no, you can't afford to pull the surveillance. People that made statements, they go back and retract their statements and make other statements. And though they had the first statement on record, they allow them to change statements. It's so many different things. And you used to have evidence. You don't have to have any evidence of anything now. Only thing that someone has to say is, yes, that person did it, and that's it. That person doesn't have to have any credibility behind them at all. And that conviction can stick if you don't have the money to get yourself out of it. And it will stick. So that's how we got stuck into this. But I love him. And when you love somebody, and when you take those vows for better or worse, baby, ain't too much worse than prison. Doing a prison sentence together, that is not too much worse. But I said for better or worse. I didn't say for better or better. Better or worse. And this shit is worse. But I'm not with him because I'm desperate. That's really, girl, are you for real? If I just wanted a man, you know how many men, I can go fix this hair right now. I do got somewhat of a shape. Like, he was saying, like, all of them are bad body, this, and that. Oh, my God. I would be out there trying to find the first man I could if I was that desperate. No, baby. It's not from being desperate that you go with someone in prison. These are a lot of misconceptions that they have about us as prison wives. And that is because they don't take the time to stop and talk to us. They judge us. I know that I'm being judged. I know that I know I'm being judged. I know that I'm being talked about. I know all of that. But I try myself to break all those stereotypes. All that stereotypes. Our family has broken many stereotypes. There are stereotypes that are over, well, statistics. Well, stereotypes and statistics kind of go hand in hand. Stereotypes is what the average person just thinks about a person that fits your description. Okay, so a black female. What is the stereotype over a black female? I'm waiting. Can you put it in the comment section? What is the stereotype about a black female? Most times, once I read these comments, I'm sure I don't fit none of those stereotypes at all. So those are just assumptions that you're making based on my outward appearance. Think about yourself. What do you look like? What do people assume that people that look like you do? Is it true? That stuff is not law. Like, come on, you gotta get, that's so superficial to judge people by what they look like. That is so like childish, and as though I know many black women, but I've never really met a black woman just like myself, to be honest with you. I haven't. So, I mean, we are all different. I have never met a prison wife just like myself. I've met some that's similar, but not just exactly like myself. So I don't know. I think that's why it's hard for us to get help, because people are too busy trying to judge us. So when you're judging somebody, you're looking down on them. So because people are too busy looking down on us, they don't see the struggle we're going through. Okay, so anyways, it could be true, it could not be true. That stuff is not... It's Kadlac.